let's record. Okay, so I'm recording now. So what will happen here, I will upload that to D2L afterwards. So we are talking about functions. And now, as I was just saying, there's three ways or more of doing the functions. One is you can just type in a formula. One is you can use the pull down auto sum with more functions, or you can click on the FX insert function button and you can get that pull down menu with which is basically the same as what you'd see from the auto sum if you typed more functions. So the first thing it wants you to do in the instructions is that it wants you to get the average here. And we're going to do the average once, and then we're going to do the fill handle to pull down that average to all the others. Now notice when if I could do that with equal average, I could just start typing average, AV, and then I'll see all the things that start with AV. There's the average function. If I click on that, then I can highlight the cells that I want to include for my average. Now the problem with that is that the actual formula is inside the place where I want to drag. So I can see that I want this to go to E3, so that's all right. Close that. And that gives me my average. Hopefully, so you're always going to double check, make sure that those numbers are right from B3 to E3, B3 to E3. That's correct. I could do it that way. Or I could do it by clicking on the function and choose average from there and OK. And now I need to say, what are the numbers that I'm going to have in my average? B3 to E3, yeah, that looks fine. And so that one works. All right. Or I could pull down the average from the, so that one actually is the sum. Don't want that. I could pull down the average from the thing. The problem is I got the sum in there. Do it again. I could pull down the average from the auto sum menu, and that gives me the average, and I can always check that these are the value I want from B3 to E3, and that. So there's three ways of doing that or more, and then I can just pull that average down to all of these. I think that's all I need. It's just there. All right, so that's what it wants you to do there. It wants you then to go and get the lowest, the median, and the highest score here. So another way that I hadn't shown you there is, maybe I did this. The lowest is just a function called min. If you remember this, you don't need to pull down by the other things, right? So I'm going to type in min, and I'm going to highlight the cell range which I want to get the minimum from. And then I'm going to, so have we got some more people waiting in the room? Then I'm going to, so the minimum is there. Make sure my range is correct from B3 to B17, correct. So that's my minimum. The minimum I'm going to put across all of these by just using the fill handle. And so that's done. The median score, again, I can do that from here if I wanted. All right, so I don't know what the formula is. So there's median. So I double click on that. And now I need to say what is the range from B3 to B18. I'll check on that. B3, not to 18, only to 17. So I'll choose that and then OK. And that's got that one. So that's the median. And I want to have the same thing go across from there. So it's going to be, here's the median of that column, the median of that column. Now, the meaning of these mathematical formula, this is a statistical thing. Median, if you took 100 values and you put them in order from the smallest to the largest, and then you took the 50th value, that would be the median. So it's just when you get to the middle of the pack, right? So it might not be the number 50, but it's the 50th in the ordered list of those values going from the smallest to the highest. That's median value. So we see here the median value in this list of values is 90. In other words, there's a lot of numbers, sort of halfway through counting through all the numbers, you get to the number 90. And then there's a lot of 90s in there, 93, 92, and the hundreds. All right, so that's our median. Then the highest score is going to be max. And again, you could get the max by pulling it down from here, or you could get it from here. Let's pull it from here. This time the max you see that it wants to highlight all of those, and I can edit the values there, or if I can get the edge of it, I can pull that that blue box and change its shape. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to do that, so I'm just gonna edit it here. So change that to 17, and that's my highest value, and I can copy that over to those others. Basically, that's all that you had to do in this exercise. There's nothing to do in purchase order. I don't know, you could do some stuff there if you wanted. Or cookie sales, doesn't really tell. Oh yeah, cookie sales, it wants the average units sold. Yeah, easy peasy. Average, done. Purchase order, what does it want in here? It wants, well, it wants the total. All right, so that'd be the sum. Boom. So make sure you've highlighted the right thing. Yeah, there we go. There's the sum. So, I mean, it's kind of fun, kind of easy. I hope that helps and sort of you're able to sort of do the exercise. Yes, I am recording. I recorded that. Should I pause the recording and wait for some